Hey folks, Bobby here from Elm City Trailer in New Haven, Connecticut. Again, today's video we're going to do a little infomercial on Belmont. Belmont is our biggest mover for open equipments and landscape trailers. They are the biggest mover because they're an excellent product. They are not the cheapest, but they are by far an excellent product at a very fair price. Belmont does a lot of stuff standard that we like. First of all, they use #1 pressure treated lumber. #1 grade 1, not 2, not 3, not tons and knots. It's an excellent lumber, no cheap lumber. They always use epoxy primer with a 2-part polyurethane top coat. Always have good paint, always have good primer. They always use a sealed wiring harness, no butt connectors, no scotch locks. They always use rubber mounted recessed LED lights. So Belmonts in general are always just a very well built trailer. Now today I'm going to show you a landscape trailer. This is an 18-footer. It comes in 12, you can get a tandem in a 12, a 14, 16, 18, 20 footers. Our 16, 18s, and 20s, we move a ton of these trailers. We're going to start with the rail. It's an angle iron rail, but it's not a cheapy rail. This is a 2-inch by 3-inch, 3/16 structural steel rail. Very solid piece. When you stand back a little bit, buddy, go ahead, back up. You'll see there's a couple of upgrades I do to these things. First of all, I like torsion axles, especially with the commercial guy. You guys are running these things down the road, you're putting a ton of miles on them. No spring hangers, no shackles to replace or wear out. It's independent suspension. You grease your bearings, that's it. Torsion axle, it's awesome. Maintenance free. It's a Dexter Easy Lube axle, which means this rubber grommet just comes out and there's a grease fitting there. We still recommend pulling your wheels off and repacking your bearings once a year. Once a year, that's it. Now while you're standing there, you'll look at, this is the sealed wiring harness I just mentioned. See this plug? It's just a plug. Everything is there's no scotch locks and butt connectors. That's where you get your corrosion from. So you just never have lighting issues with these. We're talking about lights, you look in the back. Smart move here, they put the lights, they recess them in the bar on top, not underneath the trailer, where if you ever bottomed out or hit a curb, you're gonna hit them. Everything is rubber mounted, you'll see that. Even your license plate is in this column. And the plate mounts up high underneath, so the plate is only gonna come down, folks, about that far. So could you bottom out? Theoretically, yes, but it's not off the bottom of the bumper 2 inches from the ground, it's up top. So, now we're gonna talk about our ramp. This is 1-inch by 2-inch thick tube steel. That's your ramp. And they don't use the cheap mesh, they use a heavy gauge mesh. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 uprights per ramp. So that's 10 total. Now you got a 5-foot ramp, 10 uprights. You've got a wedge on it so it sits smooth on the ground. And if you notice, it doesn't have those small 3-hinge ramp. It's got a full bar like an equipment trailer with a steel spring, not a gas prop. Gas props break easy. Steel is the way to go. And you'll see the spring-loaded pin here. So here it is, easy up, easy down. The ramp does not kill you coming down. Done. Nice and easy. Easy transition. 2 pieces by myself. I can do that all day. It'll never bother me. Nice steel spring. Look at the size of the spring. Look at the size of the rod. That's a stout ramp. All right, so now what do you got? You got epoxy primer, polyurethane top coat, #1 grade pressure treated lumber, Dexter torsion axles, radial tires. You got 4 stake pockets per side for tie downs in your machines. And if you need to grab the rail, grab the rail. You're not going to hurt it. Belmont, you notice that? Recessed rubber mounted all LED standard. 48-inch 4-foot tongue. Why? Instead of having the jack mounted here, it's a setback jack. So the setback jack means if you're hooked up to a pickup truck, you can open your tailgate, you're not going to hit this jack, it's not in your way. The extended tongue is nice because if you're doing work in a residential area and you got to back a 90-degree angle off the street into a driveway, you're not going to pinch the corner of the truck and your trailer. 48-inch, plus it gives you plenty of room to put your spare tire in the front. Mount comes standard. You'll also notice the jack. It's a drop leg jack, folks. You don't have to crank it all the way down or bring a block. It's got a pin. You pull a pin, drop it, you only crank a little bit. That's all standard. That's only a 7,000-pound trailer. And everything you want is standard. We do these things in 7,000s and 10,000s. So, again, Bobby from Elm City Trailer, showing you guys an awesome Belmont landscape trailer. Visit us on Facebook or on the web at elmcitytrailer.com. Thanks for watching.